Those who are preparing for the NEET UG examination of 2026, I will share 2-3 important MCQs, and this channel is dedicated for NEET UG preparation. Now, if you want to be a doctor, you can follow this channel. You will get many important MCQs. I will discuss in details. Let's see what are the important MCQs for 2026. Now, one of the important MCQ will be from the human reproduction, and especially they target the female reproductive organs. Now see, they have given one important figure, and in this figure they are talking about female reproductive system. That means that is the picture, and they are talking about female reproductive system, which one of the set of 3 part of A to F have been correctly identified. That means we need to identify the different parts marked in this picture. Now see, if you see, this is a female genital organ, that is a female reproductive organ, female genital picture, and here we can see, if you see with the D is actually a part of the fallopian tube, that is fimbri. We can call it fimbri. D is fimbri, and C is the last part of the fallopian tube, or the first part of the fallopian tube, you can say, that is infundibulum. Infundibulum. Now if you see, this E is talking about the cervix. E is talking about the cervix, and the F is talking about the vagina. F is vagina, and A and B, these are the actually the inner structure of this uterus. That is, A is marking on the endometrium, that is marking on endometrium, and B is marking on myometrium. This is myometrium. Now we need to identify the which is given correctly in this option. Now C is infundibulum, then C is right. D is fimbri, yes, D right. And E is cervix, then E is cervix. So answer will be A. Now see other part or other option in this MCQ. Now D is oviductal funnel, is not. E is uterus actually, this all are the part of the uterus. This is the part of the uterus, right? So E is not uterus, E is about cervix. F is a part of the cervix. No, F is a part of the vagina. C is fallopian tube. C, we can see it is a fallopian tube. It is a parts of the fallopian tube. Now option C, A is perimetrium. No, A is endometrium, because it is inside the uterus. That is the uterine cavity. So inside the uterus, that is endometrium. In the middle layer, that is the myometrium. Perimetrium will be somewhere here, right? So perimetrium is not there. B equal to myometrium. Yes, this is true. C is fallopian tube. C is infundibulum, or we can say fallopian tube. But A is not perimetrium. So this option is wrong. B is endometrium. B is equal to myometrium. So this option is wrong. C infundibulum is right. D fimbri is right. So you need to find out all 3 options given are true. Is option A. Right, this is actually the picture of this diagrammatic picture of this female genital organ. What we have seen, this is the uterine cavity. This part is the uterine cavity. We can say this part is the uterine cavity, right? Uterine cavity. Here it starts or end, you can say, is the fallopian tube. So this is the fimbri. This part is the fimbri part, right? This part is the fimbri part. Then it is the infundibulum, and this is the ampulla, and this part is the isthmus. Now you will see the next MCQ. You need to find out. Now it is the uterus and it is the ovary. And it is the uterus. Now if they ask which is the very close part of the fallopian tube to the uterus, it is the isthmus. If they ask which is the very closest part of the fallopian tube of the ovary, right? So for ovary, it is the first part is the infundibulum or fimbri, whatever you can say, right? Now if you see, this is the myometrium, actually this is the endometrium, right? and this is the myometrium. This is myometrium. This is myometrium, and here somewhere it is perimetrium. Here it is perimetrium. So you can see perimetrium is there. Okay, and then myometrium. This part is the myometrium. Endometrium is the inner part of the inner lining of the uterine cavity. And here is the internal os, and there is the external os. In between this is the cervix, and this canal we call it cervical canal. We call it cervical canal. Okay, and this part is the vagina. So see the last MCQ. The part of the fallopian tube closest to the ovary. Remember, closest to the ovary. What is closest to the ovary? Closest to the ovary is either infundibulum or femur. Whatever there will be in the option, right? So let us see. They are giving isthmus, no. Infundibulum, yes. Cervix, no. Ampulla, no. Now, if they change the question, the part of the fallopian tube closest to the, not ovary, if they call it as closest to the part of the uterus, then it will be, answer will be isthmus. So you need to be very careful what actually they are asking. Whether they are asking for the ovary closest part, or they are asking closest part of the uterus, right? Closest part of the uterus, the closest part of the fallopian tube is isthmus to the uterus, and they are asking for the ovary, then it will be the either infundibulum, or if there is in the option that is femuri, then you need to mark the femuri. And third MCQ, very very important MCQ, you need to understand some hormonal production, which ovary or which organ actually produce which hormone. It is very very important. Remember, ovary produce estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone. Ovary produce estrogen and progesterone. Only progesterone is by corpus luteum. So corpus luteum, only progesterone. Both estrogen and progesterone by ovary. And then placenta is HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. And there is Leydig cell. Remember, it is a very important cell. Leydig cell, it produce androgen. Androgen or testosterone. Androgen or testosterone. Too important. You need to remember either it is androgen or it is testosterone. So see, the ovary, it produce estrogen and progesterone. So A will be 2, right? Then B, placenta produce HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. So B will be 1. B equal to 1. Okay, corpus luteum is only progesterone. So C equal to 4, and D, Leydig cell produce androgen, 3. So answer is A2. Answer. B1, then C4, and D3. So answer will be D option. Now, in that way, you need to find out the correct option. Remember, it is the part of your exercise of the time bound, because your time will be limited. So there will be very much confusion. So you need to find out like that only, and then you need to mark along with this option. Then you need to search in the option, and you need to mark the answer. You will be 100% right for this answer. So definitely, if you solve the MCQ in that way, getting with proper understanding of the subject, definitely it will help you to crack your NEET UG to become a successful doctor in this 2026 NEET UG exam. You will be selected for medical profession. You will become a doctor. Definitely you will get the entry in the field of medicine. If you like the video, definitely subscribe the channel and share the channel with your friends. And this channel is exclusively for the NEET UG preparation. So if you are serious about your preparation, then you cannot miss this channel. I will gradually upload maximum MCQs how to solve, and also in between I will teach you, or I will have some lecture on how to manage the exam stress and tension. Many people have panic attack, panic disorder, have palpitation, right? So you need to tackle that part also. Your mental health, physical health is equally important to crack this exam. Remember, it is a game of mental game. If you are mentally tough, you can take a very tough decision at this point of time, because it's very important, very crucial time. If you can do that, definitely you will be get selected in NEET UG 2026. Myself, Dr. T. N. DEBNATH, signing out until meet with the next video. Thank you so much.